Alright, so let's get into it. TBL, No Entourage Fair Ones just ended not too long ago. So let's talk about it. Like, other than the fact the event didn't start on time, you know, the event was supposed to start at 3. At least that's what it said on Caffeine. Then the event was supposed to start at 4. That's what Rock said on Twitter. Then they had some technical issues. So the event started later than it was supposed to. But overall, good event. Overall, Fair Ones was a really good event. Salute the Tay Rock, salute the Caution. You had your boy Clip doing the recording. So salute to him, 4K Clip. Overall, great event. I think it was supposed to be 11 battles. 3 didn't happen. 3 battles didn't happen. Steel versus C Steel didn't happen. Top Floor Loot versus Jackboy didn't happen. What was the third one? What was the third battle that didn't happen? Oh, Emerson Kennedy versus Excel didn't happen either. So you had 3 battles that didn't happen. But I mean, it's supposed to be 11 altogether. So 3 battles, you got 8 out of 11 battles. Overall, good event. Overall, Fair Ones was a good event. It was worth the wait, in my opinion. The kickoff Fair Ones, it started with Top Floor Mars versus Blanco. That was the first matchup. Now, Top Floor Mars, I've seen him battle twice. I want to say the first time I saw him battle was his first battle when he battled Notes as far as RBE. I want to say that was his first battle. And then I believe his second battle was the Battle Academy. Top Floor Mars had some bars. Some hit, some didn't. Were they overhyping some bars? Yeah, they were. Blanco, from what everybody's saying, he's a battler from the Spaces. I'm not familiar with him as far as the Spaces, but if this was his first in-person battle, he did a really good job. I got Blanco 30. Good bars, good pacing, a little bit of performance. Like, it was a good way to start the event off. But that was a 30. I think the more and more Top Floor Mars battles, the more and more he'll, adjust and get better as it goes. Honestly. That's how I think it'll go. But Blanco 30. If he can 30 on the first time having an in-person battle, I look forward to his next battle. I do. I look forward to Blanco's next battle. Salute to him. Another thing that got me during this battle was Top Floor Mars. You were down 2-0. 2-0, and you want to mention Rum Nitty. you're gonna say fuck Rum Nitty. One, you you'll probably never get that battle, and if you do, he would 30 you easily. Like, you can't be losing a battle down 2-0 and mention somebody like Rum Nitty and just think everybody's just gonna be cool with you saying what you're saying about Rum Nitty, because that is not the case. That is not the case. Everybody wasn't cool with you mentioning Rum. And then you wasted half of your round going at Chuck 50. Like, it's cool to call out or address a battler, have a bar to address them, and go back to who you're battling. The same for calling another battler out. Call them out, go back into your round of who you're battling. Like, you spent too much of, I believe it was, I want to say it's your second round was where you mentioned Nitty, and you went at Chuck 50. You spent too much of that round going at Chuck 50. Like, some of the lines was cool, but addressing another battler and you battling somebody, you're wasting your round. You're wasting your round. Like I said, Blanco 30, top floor Mars. I believe the more and more he battles, he's gonna figure some things out. Next battle was Prezi versus Chuck 50. Now, I know Prezi battles far as the Battle Academy, so salute the Stiz. Prior to this, I had never watched a Prezi battle. Never watched a Prezi battle. Chuck 50, I had seen his name on cards, never watched a battle of his. I never watched a battle. But this was a battle that was good. This was a good battle. For me, I gave the battle to Chuck 50 2-1. 2-1. I gave him the first and I gave him the third. I gave Prezi the second round. That's how I called it. But that was a good back and forth battle. Especially for like people watching that were familiar with either battler. That was a good back and forth showing for both. If I heard right, Chuck 50 represents Delaware. I believe he's like, Briz knew who he was or whatever. But good showing for both of them. I would definitely look into watching going as far as Battle Academy and watching Prezi's battles now. And the same for Chuck 50. Good back and forth battle. Then you had Cortez and City Towers. Now, from my understanding, this is a rematch. From what I'm hearing, they were battling, and then I believe a fight broke out in the crowd or whatever. So that's why this battle is basically labeled as a rematch. Not battlers fighting, but people in the crowd were fighting. So I guess it ended the event. But I was happy to see City Towers back battling. Like, to me, City Towers has always been nice. He's always been nice to me. And him battling Cortez is a good look. Like, people want to say Cortez fell off, but I don't see it as that. You still want to make the jokes of his battles are in the vault, this, that, and the third. But Cortez versus City Towers was a good back and forth battle. Like, City Towers set it off. Good back and forth battle. I gave Cortez the first. I gave City Towers the second. And then for me, I think I had, yeah, third was the battle. Where City Towers been him versus Towers. Oh God. I don't know because I've seen City Towers' name on cards, but you know, sometimes battles happen, sometimes they don't. Or if he's battling, they haven't been put out. Like I know he battles as far as iBattle, and iBattle has an app, so his battles may be on the app, but they haven't dropped to YouTube for us to see yet. But Cortez versus City Towers was a really good back and forth battle, debatable, debatable battle. It was good. It was good. My thing is, every time people want to count Cortez out, or say Cortez is this, or say Cortez is that, he has a good showing. He has a good showing. Salute, Battle Rap Algorithm. Salute. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Um, the faction will really appreciate Cortez versus City Towers. Like, I remember when City Towers used to battle a lot. Would battle a lot. And we would see him on the regular. Like, he had his time when he did I think he did a PG. He did a PG. And then we weren't seeing him. Then we were seeing him. So it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. But like I said, good back and forth battle. 2-1 either way. JC versus Caswell. This was a 1-round battle. Whereas all the rest of these battles were 3-round battles, this was the only 1-round battle. Well, no, this was one of the 2 1-round battles. So, Caswell, I believe he's from, where did they say he was from? I don't think he was from Philly. I don't believe he was. But he had a solid round. Like, I'm not familiar with Caswell, and if he's a TBL person, I would need to look him up. Like, he had some solid bars. He did. He did have some solid bars. But we're talking about JC. JC's pen is just amazing. Like, we can say JC battles, he battles too much, or he be taking battles that don't matter. In this instant, like, even if it's a win-win situation in this instant, Caswell gets JC on his resume. JC just shows why he's him. Because it was an easy win for JC in this battle. It was an easy win for him. So JC 1-0. Then one of the battles I was hyped for, to me, that didn't really go as I thought it would go, was Snake Eyes versus News. Like, Snake Eyes been doing this thing. I just watched him beat Prep. That was on URL. That was a 1-rounder. He beat Prep. And then he's doing Bags and Bodies season 1 and season 2. And he's had a solid year. He's had solid battles. And News been doing his thing as far as the Battle Academy. He's battled Danny Myers. He's battled Geechee Gotti. Cuban. Like, when I saw this on the card, I was like, this battle's gonna be that. Now, when the battle happened, Like from the beginning, something about the energy with this, it just seemed off. It just seemed off. The energy with it seemed off. So Snake Eyes goes, you know, solid first round for Snake Eyes. Solid first round for Snake Eyes. News goes now. News had a cool first round to me. It was a cool first round, but I gave it to Snake Eyes. Second round, both of their second rounds were really good. Now, in the second round was when the battle really seemed like it was off. From like, mind you, News got Philly behind him. He got Philly behind him. So one thing was when Snake Eyes was trying to rap, they weren't trying to let him rap. They was loud. That was one thing that Snake Eyes said. I believe Snake Eyes said something about it. You know. So Snake Eyes did his round. I don't think Snake Eyes like salute, get your bars up, media. Salute. He did his rounds, and round two is like debatable. Round two is like debatable. I gave it to Snake Eyes. Round three, Snake Eyes like choked choked and like ended his round early, which I've never seen from Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes just seemed to be over like the energy and how that battle was going. That's the vibe it gave. So News got the third. So I'm not mad at anybody who would say News 2-1, whereas I got Snake Eyes 2-1. If you gave News the second round, I wouldn't be mad. Now, here's another thing in this battle that was brought up. Something about Hurricane Dew. And something in reference to Snake Eyes. And I'm just like, here we go. Another battle where Dew is brought up. That is just like, you niggas can't hold water. That's how it's giving that vibe. That if she did anything with anybody else besides Easy, we don't care at this point. Is it really exposing their adults? It's not really exposing unless it happened during the time they was together. But other than that, whatever. That battle, the vibe, the energy was off with the battle. You know, I got Snake Eyes 2-1. Next battle was Dot versus Geechee Michi. That was also a one rounder. Geechee Michi went first. He had a cool round. But when Dot went, Dot had the energy, the momentum, the moments, the crowd on his side, the bars. Now, one thing about Dot, because everybody want to say all he do is reach God. Dot has stepped the bars up. If you watch Dot's recent battles, from the Enes battle, Steams, who else has Dot battle recently? Well, those are like two. And then like this battle, his bars have definitely gotten better. You know, the bars have gotten better. They have. Did he mention Rockin' Israel? I don't recall him mentioning Rock during his round. Or if he did, it wasn't like nothing major. But I don't think he mentioned Rock during his round. So Dot 1-0. Dot 1-0. Then the ladies went. This is where like the energy and everything came. Lady Caution versus Shay Rack. Now, how the ladies get bickering back and forth online. Then they start talking about that. So, Lady Caution kicks it off. Energy, bars, performance, momentum. Solid first round from Lady Caution. I'm like, okay, we on to something. Chirac goes. And I'm like, whew, solid round for Chirac. So I'm like, all right, first round. Both of y'all had good first rounds. I gave Caution the first round. Second round, Caution was going, and then Caution, it's like, bam, Caution couldn't remember it. Like, she stopped. Like, Caution couldn't remember the bars. And, like, she stopped and, like, give me 5 seconds. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. So, Caution choked, couldn't get it back. She tried. Then eventually ended the round. Chirac got the second. Third round, Caution's going, doing good. Same thing happens. Trying to get it back, couldn't get it back. Ended the round. Because after the second round, Caution's like, all right, it's 1-1. I'm going to get the third. And it's like, you could tell Caution was upset with herself because she screwed up in the second. So, third round come, Caution going. Then, same thing happens again. She couldn't remember the ball. She walking back. She pacing back and forth, trying to get it back. Starts rapping again. Couldn't get it back. Messed up. Ended the round. And it's like, damn. Because Caution was the way Caution's first round was. I'm like, her second and her third gonna have the same everything. Bars, performance, pacing, you name it. Because it was looking going upward. And I'm like, the way they've been bickering back and forth, I'm like, this battle is going to live up to the hype. So, 1-1 going into the third. Chirac sealed the deal. Chirac second and third. Caution got the first. Of course, died. They went back and forth about died. You know, Rock and Dot had some words. It didn't get out of hand from what we could see during the stream. It didn't get out of hand. They finished the battle. Chirac 2-1. Good battle, even with Caution's like slip ups, chokes. And the crazy part is because Caution battled recently. She just battled Bonnie on the July 29th. So you talking about back-to-back battles. So maybe pushing herself, possibly. Possibly. That's how it got to this point. But good battle. From there, it went to the main event. Tay-Rock versus Real Deal. $30 ball for Tay-Rock. 30 ball. Tay-Rock 30, Real Deal. Now, it was just like when Rock get in the AMG mode and the punching and the performance to go along with it, you cannot stop that. Rock was on one tonight. 30 ball. And Real Deal had references with like movies and stuff. And if you're not a movie buff, you wouldn't have known some of his references. But then at times, I didn't know what Real Deal was rapping about. I'm not even going to lie. I don't know what he was rapping about. But Tay-Rock, 30, Real Deal. And I was at a point like, Rock, leave that man alone. Leave that man alone, Rock. It's not even fair. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Like, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was 11 battles. We got 8 out of 11. 8 out of 11 battles. 3 battles did not happen. Now, we do not know why these battles did not happen. Jack Boy versus Top Floor Loot did not happen. Emerson Kennedy versus Excel did not happen. Don't know why. And Steel versus C Steel did not happen. I don't recall seeing Jack in none of the footage. I don't remember seeing Emerson Kennedy in any of the footage. Still, I don't know who C Still is. And I don't remember seeing Excel in the footage. So I don't know what happened that these 3 other battles didn't happen. Hopefully, maybe they'll be able to make these battles up. Only battle out of the 3 that didn't happen I really wanted to see was Top Floor Loot and Jack Boy. Because if you watch the first No Entourage, Top Floor Loot battled Ace I Mean. And that was in the beginning part of when Top Floor Luke started battle rapping and did pretty good. He didn't win against Ace, but he put up a really solid fight in that battle. And I think him and Jack would have been a good look. So it's unfortunate that the battle didn't happen. It is. It's really unfortunate that battle didn't happen. Hopefully that battle can be made up. Maybe Jack can go to the Battle Academy and that they make that battle up, or Rat Chasing, or however they can do it. I think that was a look for Top Floor Loot that he really could have used. He really could have used that look. But like I said, overall, my only gripes with the event was it didn't start when it was supposed to. And then like the transitions from one battle to the next was long because here's the thing. They gave you your money's worth though. Mind you, if you had the URL app, this event was only $5. If you didn't have the URL app, this event was, I believe, $25. So in between them showing the battles, they showed the TBL battles as far as the sink or swim event, which was Chilla Jones' event out there in Connecticut. So they would show a battle from Fair Ones. Then during the break, they showed KCJ versus Shayrak. They showed New Jersey Twerk versus Riz. They showed Danny Myers versus Theory Truth. They showed Tay Rock versus Jay Soldier. Elijah Straight versus Sir South. Now, mind you, all these battles are available free on TBL's YouTube. But a lot of people probably aren't going on YouTube to find these battles. So that was the good thing about the breaks in between the battles. But it made this event seem hella long. It did. It made the event seem hella long. Then you had some points where in the beginning of the event, you couldn't really hear. The volume wasn't very high. Like they were having technical difficulties in the beginning of this event. That's why the event did not start on time. So when they started the event, the volume was not high as far as like the battlers when they were battling. So that was something that Caffeine had to go back in and fix. Caffeine had to fix that. But overall, did I get my money's worth for my $5 for this event? Yes, I got my money's worth. It was supposed to be 11 battles. I got 8 out of 11 battles. I got to see talent I wasn't familiar with. I got to see some 30s. I got to see some good battles overall. I got to see good battles. So salute the Tay-Rock, salute the TBL. I look forward to their next event, far as No Entourage, which I believe is in November, where people are telling me that Tay-Rock and Caution are battling each other on that event. So I look forward to that in November. But overall, good event. Good event overall. If you got to watch the event, you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. I'm upset a little bit with the Caution and Shay-Rack battle, just because of them going back and forth. That kind of has me a little upset with how the turnout of the battle went. But overall, good event. Good event. Like Taylor know how to put an event together. And then the good thing about these No Entourage events, he's given opportunities to battlers that you don't see on most of the bigger cards. So that's something dope too. Because I'm pretty sure half of y'all didn't know who a lot of these people on the card were. I'm pretty sure you know Shay-Rack, you know Caution, and you may have knew a couple of these guys if you watched the first one. But aside from that, great opportunity, good card. Tomorrow, I'm back at it. Back at it tomorrow with an interview. But overall, good event. I'll holler at y'all.